Number 1. King Cobra. This king cobra was caught in a fishing net, and thirst would have killed it if it had not been able to attract people's attention. So he took a chance, and the people called a snake rescuer who took care of it. Number 2. Giant whale hook. Sperm whales are huge whales. Females measure up to 11 meters and males up to 18, and can weigh up to 50 tons. Although they are not known for attacking people, you can imagine that a normal person would feel intimidated if asked to swim alongside one of these creatures. However, when this sperm whale asked a diver to take a look in its mouth, he didn't hesitate for a second. The diver's name is Hughes Vitry, a world-renowned ecologist and underwater photographer from Mauritius. The poor animal had a hook stuck in its mouth and wanted to get rid of it. To remove the hook from the sperm whale's mouth, the diver had to put his hand into its enormous mouth. Would you dare to do it? The sperm whale was probably in a lot of pain because he opened his mouth all the time to show the diver where the hook was stuck. The animal seemed very calm when the diver helped it remove the hook. This sperm whale was very lucky to encounter this brave and helpful diver. Number 3. Thirsty bird. For us humans, it seems normal to take a quick sip of water when we're thirsty, but what if you're a bird and don't have access to clean water? The bird in this video was very thirsty and made it very clear. He saw several people with a bottle of water and approached them confidently, without fear that people would do anything to him or chase him away. He bravely jumped towards the water bottle and hit it. The thirsty bird did this several times before humans understood what it wanted. Then, they uncorked the bottle and gave him a drink. The bird was happy and drank the water greedily. It's great that someone has recorded the action of this very intelligent bird. Number 4. Goose in distress. Geese are territorial animals, especially when they have a nest, and can be very protective of it. However, this mother goose managed to stay calm because she knew the police officer had no bad intentions. This video was recorded in Ohio, USA, when a mother goose called the Cincinnati police for help. The duty officer, Sergeant Cabral, heard a knock on the door of his car. It was a goose. He feared that the goose would attack him, but when he got closer, he saw that his little one was stuck in the string of a balloon. He called animal control, but no one could help him, so he radioed for help and her police partner, Cecilia Chacon, came to her aid. The officer approached the mother and her little one very carefully. She freed them from the rope and let them reunite. Number 5. The shark and the fisherman. The whale shark is the largest cartilaginous fish that exists and an endangered species. In a video filmed in the Malaysian state of Sarawak, 3 fishermen help a whale shark. The video shows the whale shark with a rope around its body as it swims next to the fisherman's boat. The animal swims near the boat for a long time, as if looking for help. The fishermen understand his request and carefully release him. When the men remove the rope, the whale shark feels its freedom and swims without hesitation. Number 6. Turtle asking for help. When you dive into the sea, you encounter all kinds of animals. Sometimes, you can have an unforgettable encounter with an animal that leaves a lasting impression on you. This diver was lucky enough to have such an encounter with a sea turtle. While he was diving, he saw the turtle from a distance. The turtle had probably seen him too and swam in his direction with determination. In the images, you can see that the animal wanted something from him because it kept looking at the diver. The turtle had an unwanted passenger on its back. The diver noticed it and removed it without hesitation. The turtle stayed for a while thanking the diver for his help and then continued on his way. Number 7. Dolphin whistles for rescue. Dolphins are brilliant animals and you often hear about them interacting with people. They are not shy and do not always avoid meeting people. This video shows a stranded dolphin that is asking for help. The dolphin got stuck in a river bed, about 5 kilometers from the nearest river. A construction worker working nearby heard the whistle coming from the river and decided to take a look. He was surprised to find a dolphin there. The poor animal was trapped and couldn't stop whistling to be rescued. The clip shows the man slipping through the shallow swamp as the dolphin hisses and shouts at him. In the end, the man is unable to return the dolphin to the water by himself, because it was huge, almost 2 meters long. A team of lifeguards came to help. They pulled the dolphin out of the swampy water and transported it by boat to deeper waters, where the mammal was released. If the dolphin had not been brave to ask for help, his story might have been different. Number 8. The dog who goes to the pharmacy. Animals sense when you are a lover of them. Years ago, a pharmacist named Banis adopted a stray dog in Turkey. This kind-hearted woman gave him a home, but she was aware that the other stray dogs continued to lead unpleasant lives. So, she took it upon herself to feed and care for the other stray dogs. She became friends with the dogs, and when one of them got injured, she didn't know what to do. The animal went to see Banis because the dog knew that she could help him. The images show how the dog enters the pharmacy without fear. From the movement of the tail, it is clear that the dog knows Banis. The dog sits down and raises his paw so that Banis can see her wound. She cleans the wound and gives the animal antibiotics. After the treatment, this dog was able to rest in one of the beds that Banis has for stray dogs in her pharmacy. After this, Ella Banis placed a water fountain outside the pharmacy so that stray dogs know where to go when they need help. Number 9. Servant in a trap. A serf belongs to nature, and if you see one, it might be in a zoo. This woman was surprised when she looked outside and saw a servant in her backyard. And she was even more surprised when she saw the trap stuck to her snout. This servant had not entered the woman's garden for fun, but rather it seemed that he had come intentionally because he needed urgent help. The woman then called her husband to come help her. They tried to get closer to her to remove the trap from her, but the poor animal was very scared. But at the same time, the servant did not flee either because he knew that he would not be able to remove the trap by himself. They threw some apples at him to calm him down and convince him that they only wanted to help, but he became restless and jumped over the fence towards the neighbors. Finally, help arrived from the wildlife service. They gave the servant a narcotic and rescued him from the trap. Number 10. Baby fox rescued from a can. If you ever hear this strange sound, don't panic. It's the sound of a baby fox calling for help. This time, it was a little fox in a somewhat uncomfortable situation. As you can see, his head was stuck in a can, probably put on it while trying to reach the leftover food. If this man hadn't heard him crying, the little fox might have been stuck in the can for a long time. Luckily, he was located and given the necessary help. They took the can off his head, and look how happy this little fox is. What a relief! She is not afraid of his savior and approaches him to hug him. The little animal is a little confused and doesn't know where to go. He walks away for a moment and then rejoins the man. Hopefully, this baby fox will be reunited with his mother. Number 11. Shark in distress. Many people fear sharks because over the years they have acquired unjustified fame. On the contrary, sharks are represented in these films as bloodthirsty and predatory monsters. However, in real life, they are diverse, and not all of them have these violent characteristics. The shark in this video is a nurse shark, normally not dangerous to humans, only when they feel threatened. This time, however, this shark was the victim. When Brooks Johnson and his diving student were near the Cayman Islands, they saw a shark near the reef with a kitchen knife sticking out of its back. Something wasn't right, and Johnson decided to take a closer look. The shark, almost a meter long, swam with a kitchen knife on its back at the bottom of the Caribbean Sea. As Johnson swam over the shark, the animal slowed and lay motionless on the bottom. It seemed like he was asking the diver to take out the knife. The diver realized what the shark wanted and took out the knife, leaving a hole in its back. At least this shark can now swim freely. It's incredible that these animals ask people for help. Have you ever helped an animal in need? Tell us your experience in the comments.